All right, welcome back to the party, everybody. I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. How's everybody doing today? Hit that like and subscribe. You know I would do it for you, and let's party. So I wasn't really sure what to do today. There's not too much going on. So I figured I would try something new. You guys know that I don't really like to be like a news reporter. I don't like to be jumping on stories to just try to get something out to get views. I don't like doing that. I do try to have the discussions relevant to what's going on today or this week at the very least. But it doesn't always work out that way because that's not really the core of what I'm doing. But I figured what we could do, and we, as a Saturday thing, not much going on, we can just scroll through Twitter and see what we got. There's always stuff on Twitter. So let's do it. Let's see what we got. So we'll start on my following tab. Let's see what's going on here. Walk away camp. I'll zoom this in a little bit. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Shout out to King Nirvana. Welcome to the party. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cat. Eating the cats. You're gone. All right, they are. Welcome. We just gonna see what's going on Twitter. So we'll refresh. Okay. Oh man. See, okay, we need a little bit more space to be able to see what we're looking at. I was never a huge boxing fan. There was a lot of crossover from being a UFC fan, but not a huge boxing fan. Epoch Times: mass deportation of illegal immigrants could have economic consequences. There. Is bipartisanship dead? Let's see.
Americans seem to think Congress is heading in that direction.
We need more members of Congress who recognize that there's value on both sides.
Let me know if if the video sound is coming through my mic. Just let me know. So I'm not using headphones right now, but I'd like to not if I can. All right, what the hell are they saying?
Is bipartisanship dead? A lot of Americans seem to think Congress is heading in that direction.
We need more members of Congress who recognize that there's value on both sides.
Jill Long Thompson, a former U.S. Congresswoman from Indiana who served in the 1990s, makes the case for a return to bipartisan cooperation and civil discussion across the political aisle.
We are electing people who are either further to the right or further to the left. Gerrymandering is a real issue for us that needs to be addressed.
She's the editor of the new book, Across the Aisle.
Because of course you can ask, like, is bipartisanship dead? That's an interesting question. But if you're just generally saying, like, maybe not, then what's the point of the video?
Why bipartisanship works for America. It features essays from a number of current and former members of Congress, both Republican and Democrat.
It is very natural for us to look for things that confirm what we already believe or what we want to believe. But in the long run, we're all better off if we tell ourselves the truth as well as tell others the truth.
This is American Thought Leaders, and I'm Yanya Kellick.
I mean, again, true, but like, I guess that is just more of an advertisement for, is it the Epic Times or the Epoch Times? I never know. Some say Epoch, some say Epic, but all right. So far, a swing and a miss. Kamala Harris cursed the entire state of North Carolina. All right, let's see what this is. Better things for North Carolinians to do to what the Trump rally. We've got UNC plays North Carolina and Charlotte, and they all lost. Oh, Kamala. Joshua, what are we talking about? Shout out to the Walk Away campaign. Shout out to Brandon Straka. Awesome, dude. So what does this say? America will never be safe with Trump. It wasn't before, and it never will be. He is a clear and present danger to the USA. I would vote for Biden's head floating in a jar before Trump every day and twice on Sunday. How sad is it that not only is this something that somebody would think to say, but that we've seen it a million times, And they still think that this, well, I would literally vote for a dead person. That's not the flex that you think it is. It wasn't when the first person said it, and it wasn't when you did it either. And then, as Walk Away brings up, how exactly was it not safe? I think we were, a lot safer. Maybe except for all the rioters. But other than that, crime was down. Crime was down. Welcome again to the party, guys. If you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, that would be amazing. Thank you. Just scrolling through, see what we got. Oh, Sneeko. What is Sneeko up to? Just Sneeko being Sneeko. I don't understand how he still has a following. Like, how many people are watching this?
All right, let's pray.
Like, even just look at the chat. Just by the rate of the chat, you can tell, like, people are there. People still watch this stuff. Who are you? Ooh, I saw this before. All right, we'll get some opinion. Is this okay? Is this okay?
How are you, Sarah? Hi.
Let's say
different sentences that he.
As we're going through this, we'll determine. Okay, is the man justified? Let's actually. Well, I don't know if there's going to be enough people here for it. Yep, youngins. So with this one, yeah, I want your guys' opinion. Is the man justified? I saw this one before.
I'm sorry about this.
Don't talk. Don't fucking talk.
Idiot.
Yes, Sarah, we're really sorry about this and sending him your way today. So don't worry. But yeah, he's coming. Don't worry, he's coming home.
At first, I was like, wait, what exactly are we watching? Because it seems like something that was caught on camera, not filmed. And then you can hear her talking to somebody. And so I'm like, maybe they just have a dash cam and she was on the phone, or like, what exactly is happening? This is a stream. They streamed this.
She just like almost broke my nose. She's gonna get her.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Fuck you, cunt. Next time you fucking touch me, I'll fucking dick you. You understand?
So finally, dude actually is trying to stand up for himself. But guess what? When she feels like it's okay for her to literally break your nose for any reason, it's too late. It's too late. And shout out to TB Bierski, said he did warn her. We just heard it. Let's see what exactly he warned her about.
You understand? Hey, no, Sarah, hang up. These idiots. She posted your fucking number in her cancer Discord, and I was just being polite.
So again, I'm like, are they on a call or something? And like, what's going on? Hey, we got our boy Indie Fam. Welcome to the party. Another reason why I was like, let's just see what's going on Twitter is that I didn't really want to do like a full stream. So I'm not going to be here. We're not going to be here for like 3-4 hours, but I miss you guys. I want to hang out with you guys. So we're asking, is this man justified? Is this man justified?
Yeah, touch me and I fucking deck your dumbass bitch. I'll fucking deck you.
Yes.
And notice how she doesn't even respond to that. So that is an empty threat in her eyes. And so it's very clear that, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that he hasn't been beating her. But clearly, in her mind, that's not a possibility. And so the fact of the matter is that you at this point saying, oh, if you do it again, I'm going to do this. That is an empty threat in her mind.
As a woman,
the dumb cunt, Sarah, the dumb retard in the middle of a stream session.
Can you please delete my number from the chat?
She's a fucking insane person. She's a fucking 50-year-old dumb cunt in the middle of a street dancing.
Yeah, Sarah, I heard you had a kid when you were 16. That's what he told me about.
So there we see this, and it's like, wait a minute. Oh, so this isn't just caught on camera. She's not talking to somebody who knows her privately. This is being streamed purposely. Like, what? TV said, I'm pretty sure he sent seven. He what? Spent seven figures. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised by just the optics of it, just by looking at this. King said, I feel that you should never hit women unless maybe you got randomly attacked by someone you don't know. But this fella should have never been in this situation, left a week ago when he's seen she's crazy. Agreed.
Yes,
and he said
Let's
you're
see
a
what
dumb
happens.
Mexican.
Let's see
And he
it.
said you keep
Despite the
showing
fact.
up, and he says you won't stop texting him, but I saw the text, it's the same shit. Yeah.
That I agree with
Yeah,
King.
what's up?
She's half your age. She's
Given
half
that that's
your age.
not what happened, now. Oh!
Pull over, dumb cunt. Pull over, dumb cunt.
Ow! No, please don't. I'll stop. Okay, I'll
So,
stop.
I mean, first of all, like, if you are going to put your hands on a woman, which I think you should not, if maybe hair pulling is part of the reason that you're in her mind as this weakling to begin with. Like, keep that pimp hand strong. I'm half joking, but like I'm half not. Like, what are you doing? You're just pulling her hair. What are you doing, bro?
Pull over.
Okay,
Pull over, dumb cunt.
No, I'm sorry.
No, call 911, Sarah.
Oh, now you're sorry. Now you're sorry.
No, please, I'm
Call
sorry.
911.
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm so sorry. Please let me go. Babe, please let me go. Ow. No, please, I'm so sorry. Please let
Oh,
me
you're
go.
sorry, right? Get the fuck
Okay,
out
I'm
of
getting
here.
out. I'm getting out. He's killing me.
He's killing me. I can't breathe.
No! Okay, I'm getting out.
And then she runs in. So, I mean, you know, we can see that, like, that definitely got out of hand. But like King said, he should not have ever been in this situation. He should never have been in this situation. He should never have been around somebody like that, knowing what she's capable of. Because again, that is not the first time that she hit him. That is not the first time. It shouldn't get to a point where she ever feels like it should be okay that there would be a first time. But especially if there has been a first time, that's it. You're done. King said this stuff has happened before, and every man needs to keep themselves away from crazy bitches that are known to crazy. Yeah, it's two people where this is it's two people where this is a common thing. Absolutely. Infom says to be fair, pulling her hair is a way to inflict pain and control her without permanent damage. Also, a bag of oranges is pretty effective. Hey, Bing Crosby, right? And so that's the point. If we can all agree, we can all agree that he never should have been in the position. He should have been man enough to be like, I don't want to be with a crazy person like you. The fact that didn't happen. Now he's in the situation. Now he's in the car. He's being hit. Is he justified at that point? TV said to find out while she is driving the car at the speed limit at a speed that can kill them both. I think it seemed like they were at a light, because if you look at the background, they because they're going.
I said she's
And he
dumb
said
Mexican.
you keep showing up, and he says you won't stop texting him, but I saw the text, it's the same shit. Yeah, what's up?
She's half your age. She's half your age.
Delete the number, please.
So they were moving, and then she slams on the brakes. I mean, good on her, I guess. But
delete the number, please.
So they're moving, and then brake.
Over, dumb cunt.
So I mean, yeah, he definitely they were moving. They were moving. That's on her that the car didn't just go crazy. So this is another factor. Like, did you think about the fact that if she didn't have the presence of mind to hit the brakes, then the car could have gone anywhere. There was cars in the next lane. We don't know if they were at an intersection. Wild stuff. Why is this not working? My mouse is not. I think it's StreamYard. What is happening? Come on, man. This is working. Why isn't this working? Struggle streaming. Let me try to reload the page. Hold on 1 second. Hold on one. I do not know what just happened. I think we're on the Wi-Fi, right? Yeah, I have no idea what just happened. All right. Anyway, struggle streaming. Struggle streaming. Let's get this back. So yeah, what do you guys think? Was he justified in acting this way, given that he should have not been in that situation in the first place, given that he was getting assaulted, given that they were in the car? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Kane said, I seen the movie Cuckoo yesterday. I recommend. It's weird for sure, but not okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Shout out to brother JP. Said happy Saturday, and as well to you, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. TV said he showed restraint. You could definitely say that. I don't know. I just feel like if I was to find myself in the position where I realize, I should have already been out of this situation. The first thing I'm thinking is that we're driving. So like whatever damage she can do while she's driving, then it's like, if you hit me again, as soon as this car stops, or wait till we get a light, throw that shit in park or something. Either way, the driving is the most dangerous part. But that's hard for me to say, restraint. I don't know. Appreciate you being here, brother. So break a bitch down like Tanya Hardin. Shout out to Lil Wayne. OJP said, I've always been torn on this one, but I would have never gotten physical with that woman. Well, again, the point that we were bringing up before is that you probably wouldn't, most of us probably wouldn't have been in that position, because we would have had enough respect for ourselves that when we see that this is the type of woman we're dealing with, we're just like, I'm moving on. All right, let's see what else we got. Just scrolling through. Team Trump, our future Veep, visits King Food Supermarket in Reading, Pennsylvania. In 44 days, President Trump and J.D. Vance will win Pennsylvania the election and get to work bringing down the cost of food. About it. TV said he didn't reciprocate. She hit him. He did not strike her. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I just don't. I think a stronger show of restraint would have been because he did still act impulsively. And that's, he could have been impulsive in a more dangerous way, but I just think that's where his brain went. So I don't think he chose not to strike her. I think he just did that. So, remember last night we were talking about moral luck. That's kind of in the same vein. Brother JP said he messed up by not getting out of there, but I think he gave her $100K or more, so he felt stuck in the car and finally snapped. Yep, and that's exactly why you can't let yourself get there, because that's $100K. I mean, goddamn. So wait, when you guys are saying he gave her all this money, I think he gave her more, so he felt stuck in the car. I thought you were saying after the fact he had to give her money. She gave her money beforehand as just part of OF, or yeah. talk or like, who is that? So I can look it up. What are we talking about there? What are we talking? What the fuck is this? On November 5th, I want the internet to be flooded with videos like these. Oh my god, that is hilarious. All right. November 5th, let's see it. Even a pay. Gotcha. So just dropping all that money. What a loser. Just, guys, come on. You know better than that. I don't got to tell y'all about that. Y'all smarter than that. Oh, Jesus. Kamala Harris and her boss did this to millions of Americans. If I was in charge of the RNC, said Dale Axelrod, of the RNC research or the Trump campaign, this would be my new ad. Let's see what we got.
How hard has inflation hit you?
It hit me hard. It's hitting me hard.
What do you blame for it?
I blame the federal government at this point. If a working class mom who works as a paralegal cannot buy a $2 bell pepper because it's now $5, imagine a mother living on food stamps. Imagine a mother who's making minimum wage trying to feed children. They're killing us without killing us.
Ooh.
If you understand that. They're killing us without telling us they're killing us.
Damn.
They're hurting people in ways that they can't help themselves. It's either feed my child or how about feed my children and I don't, but I have to go work.
Who feels as if Black voters are taken for granted, i.e., they make you promises and they don't deliver?
If you're just listening, that's 5 out of 5. That is 5 out of 5 Black voters in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, that said they are killing us without killing us. And conviction. There you go. That's the only thing that's going to keep us through. Stay true to who you are, and what you believe in. I got to zoom out a little bit so we can see what's coming down the pike. Gotta make sure. This is not okay. So I definitely got to be careful. I don't have the. I don't even want to jinx myself, but y'all, people all the time talk about how there just be random P-Hub content on Twitter, and I'm sure it's there, but because I don't search that stuff, and again, I'm almost scared to say it now because it would be just my luck that it would come up while I'm on stream, but I never see that stuff. So I'm hoping we don't break that streak. What the hell? All right, the greatest American actor, Stephen Baldwin, on.
So should I review Kevin Spacey here? I'd love to. I think Kevin is one of the greatest actors of all time. To me, I've never watched. I'm not the guy that, you know how they say they binge watch like a show or whatever.
That's me. That's me. I love binge watching a show. I'm watching Prison Break right now. It's kind of, I can see where it's starting to, kind of fall off, but it's still good. It's still great.
Only thing I've ever watched 12 episodes in a row, back to back to back, and I couldn't stop and had a flight to Tuscany, Italy.
He's going to say House of Cards. I bet you.
The next day was freaking the what do you call it? House of Cards. I can't believe what he was amazing what he did, right? Is Kevin Spacey in Usual Suspect? Is he acting or is he just being himself in a movie? Because it was way too real.
When he played Verbal Kint?
Yes.
No, he's totally creating a character. In my opinion, probably, like Michael Corleone. It's literally one of the greatest creations of a character I've ever seen. Now, kudos to Spacey, but it's Bryan Singer as the director.
Another guy known for his great behavior, right?
And our writer, who did all the Mission Impossible movies after that, Chris McQuarrie, that are really the catalyst for the success of Usual Suspects.
Help me understand this. So you're in the set. You guys are together for how long was the whole thing, beginning to end, when you guys shooting the movie? How long did it take?
40 days.
Okay, 40 days.
Very low budget.
What are you watching Brian whisper to Kevin to say, wow, that was good?
So I'm with you. TV Juicy said, I thought Usual Suspects was flat. I agree. I mean, I think it's a good movie. And granted, okay, I didn't see it until later, and so I knew what the twist was. So maybe that has a big effect. But if that's the case, then the movie's not that good. It's just a really good twist. But I kind of feel you. And then yeah, going back to the Philly ladies, like that's real shit right there. That's real shit. Oh, you watching Prison Break too? Me too. I'm on season 4. Isn't that the love show? They're in different rooms. On different rooms back on For You. I thought, what is? Are you having a stroke, bro? What is happening? Are you you're talking about Love Is Blind? This seems like you're talking about Love Is Blind or The Circle, which I also am watching. Wait, is it? I was going to say it's not Wednesday, right? No new episode. The Circle. Oh man, if you have Netflix, that is one of the best. I gave you 3 options. I said this, that, or that. You said yes. But The Circle. Hell yeah. That I don't even remember who was on that season, but yeah, great show, and it's just a great use of the social media, digital age. Like you would think that with reality TV, you want to see people interacting, but they flip it on its head. The only thing that kills me about The Circle, I don't get it. Maybe early on it made a little bit more sense, but now they're in season 6, and it's not like there's only older people. They still say hashtag outlet. They still be like, I'm so glad to be here. Hashtag Circle Gang. Hashtag we're all friends. Hashtag we need to see. Like, why are you talking like that? Just say the thing. Anyway, back to Kevin Spacey.
Feedback. Wow.
Okay,
Brian's
let me tell
different
you
than
the
others.
usual suspect
Yeah,
story.
Go for it.
So in the movie, I play McManus, but in my criminal activity in the movie, my partner is Benicio del Toro.
Right.
Fenster is his name.
A young Benicio del Toro.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're partners already in some jobs. So we're shooting the movie. It's the pool hall scene where he comes in the beginning of the movie and gives the dossier files that Kaiser Soze has been secretly watching us, and he's been manipulating all this stuff so that we're working for him and we don't even know it.
So King asks, is Your Honor worth watching even though it's only 2 seasons? Yes, it is really, really good. It's not, I mean, it uses Bryan Cranston really well, and it's really hard as a huge fan of Breaking Bad to separate him from Walter White, but he does really well. The story is well done. There's there was a couple little things that I had issues with, but overall, yes, Your Honor is a really, really, really good show. The Strain series, I don't think I've heard of that one. I have to check that one out.
Right? Benicio del Toro. Because I just want to tell you this Bryan Singer story. So you're me working with Benicio, sitting on this big master shot with all the actors. So it's Gabriel Byrne, it's everybody, right?
What is he talking about? This is not interesting. The Strain. Is it from another country? I feel like I remember it, but I don't I'm thinking of The Rain. I know The Rain was definitely no plebs allowed. What is that? What? It's wild how we just spend like mad time just going through all this and how much stuff we scroll by. Wild. Oh yeah, vampires, and that's not really my thing. Yeah, you think? All right. I mean, I'll put it on the list, but if you want to be sure that I take your opinion seriously, if you say I would like it, that's different than saying you like it and it's good. So if you're saying you think I would like it, then that's a much higher thing. All right, I'll give it a shot. But if it's bad, I'm coming for you. So Clifton Duncan here Classically trained actor said Thomas Sowell dropped out of high school at 17. He eventually earned his undergraduate degree from Harvard, graduating magna cum laude. But it was the 1950s. Even at Harvard, Sowell wasn't safe from racist attitudes of the era. He wasn't having any of it. And says, quote, any attempt by my white classmates to be intellectually patronizing rarely lasted beyond 1 or 2 exchanges. Unlike today, where the uber racist people can, they can just talk forever because their depth of knowledge is just amazing. Occasionally, Sowell continues, I would encounter one of those thoroughly smug people who prompted the saying, quote, you can always tell a Harvard man, but you can't tell him much. Here, my strategy was to ask innocent-sounding leading questions until he'd gotten himself way out on a limb and begin sawing off the limb. After one particularly brutal session of this sort, my roommate Ralph said, did you have to make a complete fool of him in front of everyone? Don't give me too much credit, I said. I had good raw material to work on. There you go. There you go. Big shout out to Thomas Sowell. That's he's one of the big people that I regret not. I'm a former liberal. Let's go. My God, 24. Let's go. What we got here from Boston Bay here, dude.
Team Walker. Let me tell you what this Michigan team is doing. They are playing Michigan football, and they are dominating this team. USC hasn't been dominated like this in 100 years. Reggie Bush, I don't care.
All right. So, shout out to Dietrich. Welcome to the party. So, watch the best comedy of all time, Grumpy Old Men. I know you will love it, and the sequel. All right, guys. You, like I'm saying, that's a high honor for me to trust your movie and TV predictions. So I'm gonna trust them, but you only get one. So King said, Google the pics of the vampires. So we're talking the Stream TV show, right? Okay, I mean, looks cool. I like that. Is this the this is the dude I think it is. Where is he from? I forgot. Oh, sorry. This guy. I forget where he's from. If it's the same guy, it doesn't look bad. Is it on Amazon? I could definitely do that. Disney Plus. Oh, really? The Strain is on Disney Plus? That's weird. Okay, well, I have Disney Plus. All good. I will check it out. Let's see, getting bloody to show how they feed. Getting blood to show how they feed in a different way. All right, you sold me. I will try it. I will give it a try. I do. What is? There's a movie I have primed. No pun intended. Blue Ruin from 2014. I got a suggestion about it. I don't even remember what it was about, but it's a heist revenge movie where the guy, instead of the guy being super good at everything. Actually, let me just get the thingy. I think I could find the TikTok that I saw. Is it weird? Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, it's a revenge story. But instead of the protagonist being just like amazing and everything, can pick locks and steal guns and all this stuff, it's a more real take where the guy's like not really prepared for it, and a more authentic kind of view on what that is. So I gotta see how that is. And yeah, I keep forgetting to bring you guys back up. Oh, geez, what do we got here? So the rabbit hole said there's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech. Tim Walz. Of course he would say that. Man, why is this going so? No, not going to do that. Okay. There. Oh my God. Okay. So there's no guarantee over it. Elon said he wants to take away your right to free speech in America. And this Magnus person said, unlike Elon Musk, Tim Walz had to read and understand the U.S. Constitution, including its limits on speech, like hate speech that incites violence. Meanwhile, Musk keeps flaunting his ignorance across Twitter. Don't you have to, like, take a test about the Constitution to get into this country if you weren't born in this country? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, I saw this earlier.
Is possibly celebrities getting in politics is possibly the most cringiest shit I have ever seen in my entire life.
You know, I have a 22-year-old daughter, 19-year-old son is going to be voting in his first election. My daughter's, you know, her reproductive rights are incredibly important.
That's weird. It's incredibly important that my daughter can get ran through, raw dogged. That's incredibly important to me. That's a really weird statement. That's a really weird statement.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. And I think
standing up for,
yeah. I think what Chris said. We're ready to turn the page. Thank you, Ben.
First of all, we have been in the same page for the past 40 years. And then Ben Stiller can't even name one policy. He just said reproductive rights and
cut off. Yep. And I can't wait until, so for those who don't know, I did get my DEI certification live on air. You can check that out. And I can't wait to put it to use. I got to figure out how to put it to use, but it'll definitely be interesting when we get there. Shout out to Rob Noor. Let's see what he's up to.
Mayors and governors said, no, don't send in the National Guard. And Trump said, screw that. We're calling a state of emergency. We're sending in the military against your wishes. That's right. They would have said it was a military coup. That's what they would have said. Now they're saying, well, then Trump should have sent these people in. He should have sent them. Do you see how duplicitous they are? Do you see this? It's absurd. If Trump takes the action, they say he's an authoritarian fascist. If he doesn't, they say, well, it's his fault that these riots occurred.
And if you're going to say that it was deplorable to let these cities burn down, that it's a national problem sufficient for you to bring it up, 4 years later all the time, like, isn't it also his responsibility for failing to take federal action against a national problem?
Well, what was going on was, I believe I say in that quote, but I don't have the transcript in front of me, that I think that the Democrats are allowing this to occur because they see it as politically advantageous. My theory on that is they wanted Trump to be the dictator that they constantly claimed he was. So what would have happened, as you well know, is once he requested to send the National Guard in and all these Democratic places like in Kenosha said, no, we refuse to have it, they wanted him to then have an emergency declaration that would have forced it in beyond them so that they could have said, see, he's a dictator.
Yeah, I agree with you, King. I don't think reproductive rights. I don't think abortion is a reproductive right. Sorry. I think this is just this is live right now. But I think what he's reacting to is when he called into the Destiny space that was earlier today. I'm not gonna jump into that whole thing, but he's always doing good stuff. Censored TV. What is censored TV?
Of an event featuring some tense moments at Penn State University and State College after the cancellation of an event featuring Proud Boys founder Gavin McInnes.
Real love is allowing people to be themselves. Showing vulnerability is actually being strong.
Hey, we did what we did to get paid. How they think all the millions got made.
No apologies. No apologies. No apologies. No apologies.
What is being advertised
here? We did what we did to get paid. How they think.
I don't understand why I'm the bad guy because you're retarded.
The gays really got to shut the fuck up.
I've been accused of being sexist and misogynist, and fuck you.
As talk as much as you want, Kate.
Ooh, you lost me at Owen Benjamin. I for so long I tried to see the benefit in Owen Benjamin's willingness to just say whatever he thought. But the problem is that the things that he thought were pretty fucking crazy. Hey, shout out to the God Daddy himself, Cody Brooks. Welcome to the party. Said I said the same as this guy. They goaded him into it, and then he didn't take the bait. And Trump takes the bait a lot. Yeah, definitely lately. Okay, that's his network. So that their whole thing is, we're so prosecuted, you should follow us because we're prosecuted, or persecuted. And I mean, you know, there's something to paying attention to the places and the people and the ideas that they don't want you to hear. But then there's also people which is like, there's a reason people don't take you seriously, bro. There's a reason people don't take you seriously. Oh geez. Phil Monty replying, you must be a liar illiterate to believe what they believe, in response to Kamala Harris saying, Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. Oh, let's see. We got
gun ownership. I and Tim Walz are both gun owners. We will not take anybody's guns away. We also need to have reasonable gun safety laws. I believe that
You mean like taking people's guns away? Did you not just call for an assault weapons ban after the debate, where you just said the same point?
we need an assault weapons ban. We need universal background checks.
Wait. In the same breath, I assumed that she was going to pretend that that didn't happen, because the strategy is, well, just because somebody sees this video doesn't mean they know anything else about anything in politics. So we can just say whatever we want, even if it contradicts what we've previously said. But here, she's saying it in the same breath. In the same breath.
Kamala Harris, gun ownership. I and Tim Walz are both gun owners. We will not take anybody's guns away.
Okay, we will not take anybody's guns away.
We also need to have reasonable gun safety laws. I believe that we need an assault weapons ban.
That's taking people's guns away. Am I stupid? Has she made me dumber? Or is she just that duplicitous? Cody says, can she quick tell me the definition of an assault weapon? I just committed assault with my butter knife. Bum, bum, bum. Of course you can't. It doesn't exist. It's a made-up term. Thinks it always like all that remains. Phil, don't let me down. Hell yes. Phil is probably my favorite person of the regular Timcast guests in terms of his opinions. I think I'm most closely aligned with Phil. Tim's just gotten a little bit too doomer, and a little bit, he's playing too much into the religious stuff. And then, you know, I really like Luke, even though he was a dick to me at Freedom Fest. But yeah, Phil is up there.
We need universal background checks. We need red flag laws. We can support the Second Amendment, as I do.
But
and
you
also,
don't. You just said you don't. You just said it.
Agree that we need some reasonable laws. I mean, if you talk to a lot of people in our country who have sadly, from kindergarten through 12th grade, have to go through active shooter drills and worry about whether when they're sitting in class and should be learning and taking advantage of the wonders of the world. And
maybe, just maybe, if you didn't make them gun-free zones and make children sitting ducks, then that wouldn't happen so much. Cody said red flag laws would take out so many sane yet silly people like me. Me too. Yeah. I mean, I think based on the fact, you know, based on the anxiety medication I take, based on the fact that I have, you know, a decent amount of personal use marijuana in my home, and then the fact that I get on here and you know, rant and rave about whatever, I could definitely see them, you know, somebody who doesn't like me just using this to infringe on my rights. And Kamala will be right there for it. Let's finish up. Let's see what other. Let's see if she can contradict herself again in this last 13 seconds.
and some part of their mind is worried about somebody busting through the door of the classroom with a gun, I think we should agree. We don't want our kids. We don't want anyone to live with that kind of fear.
Agreed. So stop making them live in fear.
And there
allow
are
them
things
to
we can do
protect
about it.
themselves.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah. And so then, yeah, it's like liar and you must be a liar or illiterate to believe what they believe. Really? Really? Shout out to Sarah. Oh, again, I don't know why I keep forgetting to please guys. 4 more years of what, Tim? 4 more years of what? That's a good one. That's a good one.
We can't afford 4 more years of this. We can't afford.
Oh, he just said it.
We can't afford 4 more years of this.
Agreed.
We can't afford.
One more time.
We can't afford 4 more years of this.
You're goddamn right. We need some change, and that change is Donald
We can't
Trump.
afford.
Ooh.
We can't afford 4 more years of.
That's bad. That's bad. Finally, I agree with Tim Walz. Oh, that's not how you spell finally. Finally. What do you guys think about this kind of stream where we're just kind of chilling, going through this, going through the feed and seeing whatever comes up? Let's switch over to the For You tab. That usually gets some more stuff. Oh, and of course, we open up
near
on Nick Fuentes.
And you could
what
see
has Nick Fuentes been up
if
to?
you could simply peel back the veneer and you could see what was really going on in the entire right wing, you would not believe it. You would not believe how deep the infiltration goes.
Okay.
And on some level, after seeing what I've seen, knowing what I know now,
which is
hearing this stuff constantly now about stopping anti-Semitism, honestly, I don't even want Trump to win anymore. I don't care how based he sounds on immigration. I know he's got aura. I know he's funny. That's not because I don't like him, but I really do believe, with zero irony and zero exaggeration, that he is actually a grave threat to the country. And I'm not saying that because I'm a resistance liberal. I'm not saying that because I'm a leftist. I'm not. I'm as...
I know. That's why I haven't paused it yet, because I want to know what exactly is the threat. What exactly is the threat? Shout out to Zippy. Yeah, this is a lazy stream. I didn't feel like doing anything. I don't have anything to cover. We're just going through Twitter, and I just set up the one stream. So I didn't even want to set up my other, I got the other monitor. Well, I can't even do that. But I didn't want to set the other monitor up. So be happy that I have a second monitor. Be happy for it. Because I was just going to sit and go to sleep. But welcome to the party. Also, the neoliberals and leftists hate the Jews. Yeah, I know. And we've seen a lot of it in Discord. And it's weird. I don't get it. I do not get it. Speaking of which, if you have not already, please join the Indian Jesus Discord server. It is absolutely free. 100% free. Just drop the link right there. It's absolutely free, 24/7. We're in there hanging out. It's a great place to, have interesting conversations, meet interesting people. You may not agree with everybody. Well, actually, you probably won't agree with everybody, but that is what is the benefit of it, that we have people who disagree, who are willing to get into it. But, all right, let's see from the Nick Fuentes perspective, why is Donald Trump a danger, a threat to America?
Right wing as it gets. But at this point in time, when you look at America's role in the world in this very dangerous neighborhood, our country is being destroyed from the inside by this international cabal. And they're making it so that no one can have any power in the country without being compromised for Israel. And so in a sense, we are a vassal for Israel, and Trump is running as like the king vassal of Israel.
Like, based on what? Like, why was this not, like, Trump was always pro-Israel. So the same thing I will ask to the leftists, if it wasn't an issue when he was in office before, what changed? except your opinion and the fact that he didn't want anything to do with you, bro. Sounds like you're coping a little bit. Well, I didn't want to
There's
go
a
out with
reason.
you anyway.
When Trump goes up there and says, if Kamala wins, it's over for Israel, listen. When Trump says Kamala makes Obama look like an Israel lover, listen. When he goes up there and they cheer and applaud and give standing ovations, he says, I'm a friend of the Jewish people. He said at these events yesterday, this is the most important election of our lifetimes for Israel. I'm going to make Israel great again. He said Israel might be the greatest country in the world.
Did he say that? Did he really say that? I highly doubt he said that. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Nope. Show me the clip. Did not happen. Let's do. Donald Trump says Israel is the greatest country. I feel like that would be a again. I keep forgetting. I feel like that would be something that the left would want to throw out there because they hate Israel so much. It's wild. It is wild. Zibby said low-hanging fruit is easy to squeeze STDs out of. Semantics thoroughly demonic. There you go. Love it. Cody Brooks said Trump offered $4 billion to Gaza in 2017, and he wanted to make it the Singapore of the Middle East. It'll be Trump towers everywhere. Well, I mean, if we as America, if we have get benefit out of that, then hey, I'm all for it. I have nothing against Israel any more than I have anything against Palestine. I'm just America first. But, despite what his hat says, I don't know if that is right. Well, now, is this live? Let's see what this is.
Free sentence. And it's intimidating or it's confusing to many of these people that call in. Watch how the tone shifts when I call in. Because they fucking know. Thanks so much, Brian Clark, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it. They know. All you Destiny supporters out there that's like, Rob's stupid. He just uses ChatGPT. You're right, man. Rob GPT. Maybe he's getting paid by Russia. You're right, dude. Send the rubles. That's it. That must be it. Rob's stupid. They know. They know when they're debating me.
Get him, Rob. Get him, Rob. Get him. Cody said, America first isn't army bases around the world. It's Trump towers around the world. Hell yeah. Dilly to that. Dilly to that. Peace through capitalism. I love it. Anyville said, I can't wait for the news media to talk about this story now. How this right-wing Nazi is against Trump. I don't know who he thinks, I get if you're that far gone where you genuinely think from a right-wing perspective that Trump is a threat to democracy. Okay, I mean, yeah. Express your opinions, sure. But what is it that you think is going to happen? This is akin to the libertarians who won't vote for Trump because he's not willing to abolish, all taxes immediately. Deep state capitalism for the win. Yep. What else we got here? Sean Fitzgerald. This is the entire Democratic line. Trump bad, so you have to vote for Kamala. All right. This is from Bill Maher.
She wants to do as president. I'm an undecided voter. I'm never going to vote for Trump, but I'm not sure I want to vote for Kamala. And my fear is that she doesn't really have a very good command of what she wants to do as president. It would be great for her to sit down with you or George Stephanopoulos or you, Stephanie, and get a succession
Even Bill is like, George Stephanopoulos, come on. George Slopadopoulos.
Sit down with me.
Why not? That's true. Kamala wouldn't even sit down with Bill Maher. Bill Maher would be too hard of an interview for Kamala. Think about that for a second. he may be, willing to speak out against the woke, but he still has TDS. And he still wants her to win. And he couldn't do it.
Ask her, look, George W. Bush, 25 years ago, was asked if he could name the president of Pakistan and other people. He had no idea. And people said this guy has no command of foreign policy. And it turned out to be a prescient set of questions. It's not too much to ask Kamala, say, are you for a Palestinian state if Hamas is going to run that state?
Yeah, pretty simple, pretty simple. Oh, and look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. The hand coming over. Oh, poor baby. Oh, honey, sweetie baby. Let me tell you what's the right way to think. Let me tell you what's the right way to think. He said Trump Towers come with free American Army battalions to peacefully guard local resources for corporations. The deep state loves war too much. Too much. Indeed. All right, let's see the. So, okay. Are we going to see a perspective of like, oh, honey, oh, you don't understand? Or is she going to be more indignant? I feel like I think it's going to be the former. But it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me if it was the latter. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes or no?
And let's say you don't like her answer. Are you going to vote for Donald Trump?
No, I'm not. I just said I'm not going to vote for her.
She's not running for perfect. She's running against Trump. We have two choices. And so there are...
That is not true. Fact check. Not true. You can write in whoever you want. Now, sure, of course. That's not, a write-in is not going to win. But the point is, you can write somebody in or you can abstain. It is not a dichotomy of you have to vote this way or you have to vote that way. And I would prefer that if you don't know, then don't vote. Unless you're going to vote the way I want you to.
She's running against Trump. We have two choices. And so there are some things you might not know her answer to. And in 2024, unlike 2016 for a lot of the American people, we know exactly what Trump will do, who he is, and the kind of threat he is to democracy.
Yeah, that's zero. Oh, shit. Sorry. That's zero threat. Exactly. We saw what happened when he was in office. Everything got better. But yet you still somehow think he's a threat to democracy.
I don't know.
So it's unclear to me how there could be.
The problem that a lot of people have with Kamala is we don't know her answer to anything, okay?
But you know his answer to everything.
And that's why I would never vote for him, and people shouldn't vote for him. But people also are expected to have some idea of what the program is of the person you're supposed to vote for.
Yeah, I agree with his sentiment. I don't think that I obviously don't agree that you shouldn't vote for Trump, obviously. But I absolutely agree with him that, I'm not just going to vote for this person because they're not orange bad man. Like that's not an argument. It's definitely not a good argument. Cody said, I suppose we always forget, no matter what government, human instinct cannot be controlled. Yep. Okay, so this is from last night. Welcome.
You're just not supposed to say, well, you have to vote for Y because X is this, that, and the other. Let's find out a little bit more. And I don't think it's a lot to ask her to sit down for a real interview as opposed to a puff piece in which she describes like her feelings of growing up in Oakland with nice...
So notice how they're clapping for him, saying, I don't think it's too much to ask to have her sit down and answer these questions. Yet they were just clapping for her, saying, you only have Kamala or Trump, and it's existential and threat to democracy. No. The same shit you always hear. Those are opposite ideas. Zippy says, Trump answers were his four things. Trump's answers were his four things were mostly, or for his 4 years things were mostly fine. Kamala wants to ignore the things she broke while in office. Sure.
Then I would just say to that, when you move to Nirvana, give me your real estate broker's number and I'll be your next door neighbor. We don't live there.
What is that? Is the implication that Kamala is going to bring, or that I don't even know what that means. What do you mean when you get to Nirvana? We're not living there yet. What is I don't even understand the implication. If someone, yeah, right. I wanted to watch the guys. I'm so mad. I'm so mad
That's
that
racist.
we burned the opportunity to do the Charlie Kirk surrounded by 20 students. I'm so mad that we burned that. And I mean, I could still do the Jubilee. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do for Monday's show. For Monday's show, if we can hit a certain donation goal, I'll risk it for the biscuit for you guys again. Did you watch Kamala's interview with Nope. I just don't. I know that she has nothing to say. And if she had something to say, then it would be blasted everywhere. But it like not a serious interviewee. Not a serious interviewee. Let's not fix anything because the rapture has not come yet. All right, Seabass. But yeah, I really wanted to cover this one. It's the other way around. It's it's this woke kid surrounded by 20 Trump supporters.
Donald Trump is a racist. I don't see anything or any statement that he's ever made that's racist. I mean, there's accusations, but there's no facts behind it.
In the 1970s, there's civil litigation held against him by the DOJ of the state of New York for literally not renting to black people.
But yet, he employs a lot of minorities. He employs a lot of blacks, Asians, Hispanics. So why wouldn't he be renting to black people? That doesn't make any.
He also there was some lawsuit in Palm Beach in the 70s or 80s where he was like, we need black all people to be able to come here. I don't remember the details, but I'm sure if you search Donald Trump Palm Beach racism real estate, it'll be there.
Hispanics. So why wouldn't he be renting to black people? That doesn't make any sense. Also,
because it's an example of racism.
But also is an example that the Department of Justice is weaponized against people that do something in life.
When he was in office, he gave funding to HBCUs.
Do you know how much funding he sent to HBCUs?
A decent amount.
A lot more than a racist would spend. Cody said, "You see that girl that in that Charlie Kirk clip that exposed her nipple on purpose? Vivek owned her too. So maybe I'm mixing up two clips." Because I did see, actually, let's look it up. Because I did see an exchange when Vivek and Charlie were doing whatever they were doing. Can you create? Oh no, I gotta. All right, whatever. But it was a girl who was like, I'm for Trump, and I want to be in social work, but like obviously, everything's so biased. Let me see if I can find it here. Because then I saw the pictures of the girl that supposedly flashed her nipple to get him taken down. And so maybe it's a different one. Almost there. Where are we? Okay. So, yeah, wasn't it this?
Do you feel proud of yourself for debating college kids who are
maybe what? Okay, let me copy this, throw it in Discord. Let's see if this is the same one that we're talking about. I would imagine that there's no nip slip in here from that, but let's see. What do we got?
Do you feel
is this the same girl?
For debating college kids who are unprepared to speak in front of an audience like yourself? Do you think that's a little bit silly?
Are you a voter?
Is this? Oh, okay. So hold on.
I am a voter. I'm a registered voter.
I vote and you vote. So I'm talking to voters of this country that will determine the future of Western civilization. That's what I'm doing here today. Yeah? Wait, hold on. How is it any different than a professor talking to you?
It must be the way that they edit it here. Because I'm pretty sure I would have noticed that.
Then a professor talking to you? Who are you?
Well, important enough for you to come up to a microphone.
Actually, when I first saw this ad, I thought it was like an improv comedy thing. It looked so ridiculous that I didn't even think it was real.
Shout out to OG Dews. That's it. She's a dunce. Yeah. So this is I guess I saw this and a different video then, because it was like I said, the whatchamacallit, the girl that was asking about social work was like a really good interaction. So yeah, I think in this I'm hoping that it's yeah, we're definitely gonna edit that out if we I got my finger on the trigger
Well,
here.
no, you can see. Look how popular Trump is on your campus. How does that make you feel? That's not comedy. That is a 5-alarm fire for Kamala Harris, because she's probably going to lose Pennsylvania. But no, I just want to be clear. Is there something wrong with talking to voters?
No, there's nothing wrong with talking.
Well, that's
to
what we're
voters.
doing here today. It's an open mic.
I think that you push a dangerous agenda.
Such as?
The way that you edit content and specifically frame it so that people look bad talking to you. The way that you edit your content.
Okay, it's not that's why it's not in this video. And then I bet if we go back through my history, there was a different one that I did see, and I was mixing those up. Okay, interesting. Yeah, obviously I can't show that on YouTube. I can't show that on YouTube, whether it's there or not. I'm not balanced with that. But so yeah, this guy was the wokey surrounded by 20 Trump supporters and said that he was racist.
Weaponized against people that do something in life. When he was in office, he gave funding to HBCUs.
Do you know how much funding he sent to HBCUs?
A decent amount. I can't give you the exact.
So the exact amount was $250 million per year.
Okay.
Do you know how much Obama's administration and Biden's administration have sent?
I would like to hear it.
Obama sent $1 billion a year, and Biden sent $4 billion a year.
I think the whole premise is
so so money equals race, and money equals not racist. So it doesn't matter that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That has nothing to do with racism. Paying for black people, that's the determinant. If you pay for black people, it doesn't matter, you're not racist. Even if you're not racist, if you don't pay as much money to the black people, then you're racist. It'd make more sense if you didn't get any money to the HBCUs, but far be it for me to think about things. Are you guys talking? Any film said, I think she thought she had a great point. Hey man, you're just beating up stupid college kids. Kirk should have said, are you saying that intellectually they're too dumb to have a conversation with me? He does bring that up, and he does bring that up, and that's the a lot of times when he's talking about how colleges are shit and colleges are a scam, then he's like, well, that's the point. If you're actually getting what you paid to get here, then you wouldn't think of it as beating up. You would think of it as just a discussion with an interlocutor, which is what university is supposed to be about. All right. Oh Jesus.
So your husband flies to Epstein Island 27 times. Then they arrest Jeffrey Epstein, and then you kill him. Just like that. You bribe the guards, you turn off the cameras, and then you choke him to death. Will you be choking Puff Daddy this time around?
Right.
So how are you planning on doing it?
I wanted to choke him at night and make it look like a suicide, just like Jeffrey Epstein. But then I realized Puffy might actually enjoy that. So, maybe he slips on the shower. Maybe he chokes with a piece of fried chicken. I still haven't decided yet.
So,
oh man, that's not even a deep fake. That's just putting audio over a video. That's hilarious. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not even AI. It's just a regular, like if you look at if we mute it, then you can tell that's not what they're saying. Like these are not the words that they're using. I mean, I don't know how well you can tell, but yeah, they're just, it's like, when, the bad lip reading videos, put one in the chat if you have not seen bad lip reading. That is worth a detour. But yeah, that was funny. Funny. Hey girl. Raymond G. Stanley Jr., our favorite mask-wearing cancel pig Taylor Lorenz, has an issue with the internet censorship all of a sudden. She would censor you in a heartbeat if she had the power.
Shaped what creators. If I write another book, it's going to be about internet censorship, because I think that is the one thing that I wish that I could have worked so much more into my book, is how these community guidelines have fundamentally shaped what creators are accepted on what platforms, and ultimately the culture that sort of like bleeds out and affects our like mass culture. I mean, a lot of women, I start talking about mommy bloggers, a lot of those women were explicit about their lives, and you know, in these about their husbands and like things that you would never.
It's so cringe that you're wearing a mask right now. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? How much did you spend on that mask? Hey, shout out to Texas Bjorn Wrong. Welcome to the party. I did not grab any treats from Morty. What am I gonna give him? He did eat my fucking lasagna. I got something. We'll have something. Thank you so much for the $10. Oh, look, we got some peanut butter. Morty, here, you want this? I'll just give him a little. There we go. Come here. Every donation comes with, come here, with a treat for Morty. You have to come over here. There we go. Come here. No, you have to come here, Morty. There we go. And turn around. There we go. Everybody's got to see it. Yummy. Oh, thank you so much. And of course, that makes you the new sponsor of the stream. Yummy. Thank you so very, very much. He loves it. Oh, he loves it. Thank you. Here, get on. Now I'm gonna be all sticky. All right. Thank you, sir. As you can see, he is doing very, very well. Yeah, good boy. Indeed. Thank you, sir. All right, let's dive back into this here.
You know, in these about their husbands and like things that you would never have found in women's media at the time, and they were just destigmatizing a ton. But I think what we have now is this obsession with safety, and so much of it is under the guise of safety, but it doesn't make us more safe. That's the problem. It doesn't. It leads people to be less informed. You can't have these conversations. Yeah. And huge swaths of content creators and people are censored essentially and kept off these platforms. And I think that's bad for culture.
You mean like when you doxed Libs of TikTok? That wasn't good. That was definitely not good for the culture. Shout out again to Texas Bjorn Wrong. Very, very, very much appreciated. Where we at? Yeah, where we at here? Any film said I heard Taylor's got a banging pea stash under the mask. Well, we will never know, because it is it's not anything that she would ever take off. We'll never know. Never know. All right, what else we got? Go ahead, tell me about how bad the economy is. I'll take $2.99 gas any day. It's almost like they lower the prices right before the election to make it seem like, oh, this guy's doing a great job. It's almost like they do it every 4 years. Oh, Jesus. Men, is this true?
Like, I am absolutely convinced that men don't actually want relationships. Like, men want their lives as is. They want to go about their day exactly as it is, do whatever they would normally do, and just want somebody there when it's convenient for them, or, you know, for the things they want to do. Like, convince me I'm wrong. I am absolutely convinced.
I legitimately need to hear that again, because I did not understand what the fuck she just said.
That men don't actually want relationships. Like, men
don't want relationships. The men who are willing to, fall in love like that. Projection. Good call, sir. That is absolutely projection. Men are absolutely the romantics. Men are the true romantics. That's insane to think that, maybe it's you, honey. Maybe they don't want to be in a relationship with you. They never think about that. But he says, if you think they lower gas prices for elections, imagine how they extend proxy wars for them. Lies and dollars don't matter. Power is the only thing that matters. True. Very true, sir. Shout out to Gabe Davis. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Are you talking to my dog? Because he's right here. He's right here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Yeah, you want some more of that peanut butter? Go on, get it. Go on, get it, boy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just scrolling through Twitter, seeing what is good. Cody said, 1984 movie had a great line. It's not about staying alive. It's about staying human. It's about staying human that counts. I like it. I like it. Indeed. Remaining human. Being who are you voting for? Liberal wieners or right-wing nut jobs? Right-wing nut jobs. 69%. Hell yeah. Okay, so she's saying, come on, Donnie. Do one more debate with me. Just one. No, we're not going back. We're not going back. Oof. Again, the time that it must have taken to draw this, not forever, but the entire time, thinking, ooh, I got him. I got him. The left can't meme. The left can't meme. Gave some just here so my dog can bark at the TV when your dog makes an appearance. Well, lucky for your dog, you can summon him. Every single donation comes with a treat for Morty. What's your dog's name? Okay, once had 43 mistresses in his cell phone, including now wife Cheryl Hines. Oh man, RFK doing the damn thing. That I guess the voice don't hurt him that much. What? Why? Why is this is a toy? Why this is a Ronaldo toy? Why is that there? Why? Okay. Donald Trump arrested and shot. Alex Jones sued for his entire net worth. Andrew Tate arrested. Tristan Tate arrested. Pavel Durov arrested. Yay. Frozen assets. Elon sued. Meanwhile, not a single Democrat has been touched. Again, just go one step further. It's almost like they're purposely using lawfare against these people. Like, do you honestly think? Because notice the person here isn't saying, meanwhile, not a single Democrat has done anything wrong. Very different. Of course, they've been doing things wrong. Oh, hell yeah. I saw this earlier. So we all know that Mark Cuban is a big Trump hater. But I did not realize that he was so pro-Trump so publicly for so long.
So one would call you a Democrat. And
no, hell no. Look, there's different things for different reasons, right?
Would you be comfortable with a cap?
Shout out to Gabe Diaz. And give that dog a treat. Indeed, I will, sir. All right, come here. Come here, Morty boy. There we go. No. Hold on. See, you're stepping on the mouse and screwing shit up. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Get it. Yummy. Thank you so very, very much, sir. I usually have treats, but I forgot to grab them from downstairs. So the peanut butter will do. The peanut butter will have to do. So usually on the main streams, I'm down in the studio every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. If we get donations up to $50, then he gets a I use stop stepping on my shit, bro, please. There you go. I use peanut butter for my protein shakes in the morning, and then when it gets empty like that, then I save them up, and then if we get $50 in donations, then he gets a brand new bottle. And it's Morty. But thank you very, very much, sir. Very much appreciated. Clicking on stuff. Oh my goodness, Morty, stop clicking on the stuff. All right. So let's go back here. So Gabe said I got a lab border collie mix. Looks similar to your dog. Interesting. So he is a half Chihuahua, and half golden doodle. And so like whenever I tell people that, they're not really sure what to picture. And so I kind of just say he looks like a black lab with a Chihuahua face. And that usually, oh, okay. And I think that's close enough. I'm actually a professional dog trainer as well for my full-time job. And yeah, the border collies always are smart, very, very smart. Welcome to the party. I'm glad you are here, and thank you again for this. So jumping back to our boy Mark Cuban, singing a different tune.
So one would call you a Democrat. No, hell no. Look, there's different things for different reasons, right? Would you be comfortable with a capitalist like Donald Trump?
So hold on, my thing's blocking. Where are we? So this is 2015.
Trump being our president. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I like Donald, and he's smart. You know, like a lot of candidates and politicians, you vote for not what they say, but knowing that 99% of they say won't come true. What they'll do once they get it. Who's going to follow?
It's almost like when people say, "Take Trump seriously, don't take him literally."
Follow through. And do I think he's smart enough to figure that out and then just do the right thing after he's elected? Yes. And then Hillary and Bernie say, okay, tax the 1% and that'll pay for everything. Doesn't work, right? Won't work. You know, Hillary's pay for college. Her plan is ridiculous. It'll increase college costs, not reduce. Yep. You know, so they don't think them through.
You said, you know, Trump.
No, we're still in 2015, but we're on.
I get it. He's changing the tone of politics.
The herd.
You know, in the past, you had to be a Stepford candidate. You had to be perfect. You know, did you ever inhale? Oh, no, I only inhaled. I get it right. Just, you had to be perfect. Now, Trump is the ultimate imperfect candidate. And I think the beauty of what he's doing isn't his policy or his positions, but he's making everybody else become more real. He's making them more honest. They're not as scripted. And
well, Kamala is, but yeah, certainly in 2015.
I think that's good for politics. You have a long history.
Now we're in 2016 on the James Corden show.
With Donald Trump.
That's my boy. Yeah. Kinda. You know, in person, he's nice. Here's what I do respect about Donald. I'm not saying vote for him, right? But there's something I do respect about him. Donald says what's on his mind, right? He's the guy that if we're sitting around talking at a bar, if we're at your birthday, drinking champagne and having pink cake, he's going to say what's on his mind. So I respect the fact that he's the first politician to truly say what's on his mind, even if it's not politically correct.
You said Donald Trump, probably the best thing to happen to politics in a long, long time, you said. Would you be Donald Trump's VP? I'm just going to jump right in.
Sure. I'd be VP for either candidate.
If Hillary Clinton decides that Elizabeth Warren is the one for her on the VP ticket,
then there's a good chance I vote for Donald Trump. I like to see corporate taxes much lower.
So
I like to see.
Now we're into 2017 on CNN. I was not aware that he was this openly pro-Trump this late into the game.
Conversions from companies moving be far fewer. So yeah, so from a corporate tax perspective, and you know, I agree with him. I like what he's doing from that perspective, and we'll see what he does on the personal side. But he's obviously had an impact on the economy, so he gets credit for that. People believe in what he's doing on the tax front. They believe, and I agree on the reduction of regulation. And not all regulation, EPA type stuff, I don't agree with, but in some of it, the simplification of doing business, I agree with. Reducing reducing some of the bureaucracy and the lobbying rules. There's a lot of positives that are positives for business.
Yeah, and so then you got to ask, what changed? And according to one of the lefties in the Discord, said Cuban literally still believes in Trump's policies. He became anti-Trump after he found out Trump sexually assaulted a woman and tried overthrowing the election on January 6th. No. But cope how you need to. It's exactly. There you go. Exact. Gabe got it. Cuban suffers from TDS because he's insanely jealous of Trump. Got him. Cody said, funny how they loved Trump before politics. They all loved him. Do I have? Let's see if I have. There was one where it was, you know, just people before, like random people before politics. Everybody in the media just talking about how much they loved Donald Trump. I can't find it. But you guys, if you haven't seen this one, you guys definitely haven't seen this one. The volume's a little low.
America's taxpayers are not paying the $300 million a day we were paying for that endless war. And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is
So this is during the debate. So there's not one member of the United States military in active war zone.
in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand. So what
But no fact check. No fact check. Of course, no fact check. Why would we get a fact check? You guys heard about the affidavit that's coming, supposedly coming out from. Yes, exactly, Cody. He didn't drain the swamp. Well, I think he did drain the swamp of the. So if we think of the analogy, the idea is that in the swamp there are the swamp monsters, and so initially when he's saying drain the swamp, we all, and I think him included, took that to mean that we're going to get rid of the swamp monsters. And that he did not do. But absolutely, he drained the swamp and exposed it by draining the swamp. So the swamp monsters are still there, but now they're out in the open. And now people are starting to see it. And that, what Mark Cuban was talking about, he was exactly right. He was that bull in a china shop that we needed. And now, I would have loved if we could have had somebody a little bit more clean cut like a Vivek to go in there and really show that, like, just because Donald Trump did it a certain way doesn't mean that his policies are bad, even if you don't like the way that he did it. Zippy said if stealing elections or burning servers was a thing, then the lefties would hate the Clintons. Yep. Either way, he exposed it to the point that we don't like the media. Yep. Epic stuff. Yeah. I mean, how? Because people knew that for so long. But I mean, how do you prove it unless you go as far as Donald Trump did? And speaking of renegades in politics, shout out to Javier Milei.
De mierda no le podés dar ni un milímetro. Todos los que, digamos, los colectivistas, los que ponen, digamos, o sea, esa idea. A ver,
¿por qué le pones de mierda, digamos?
Porque son una mierda. O sea, no, pero es que se pensa.
I'm not going to read this whole thing, but based. Just saying it. Just saying what you think. What Mark Cuban was just saying that he liked about Donald Trump. Moving on. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. What? Oh, Trump reposted this. Okay, so this is Kamala, but Trump reposted this.
Ask people that you know to vote. Did you vote? Are you gonna vote? Oh, will you ask people that you know to vote, please? And will you ask them to vote for me?
Shout out to C-Chaps23. Welcome to the party. Said not stopping. Sorry, just scrolling for something and saw your live. So wanted to wish you and Morty well. Thank you. You have a good one.
Thank you.
Cringe.
Did you vote?
Did you vote? Did you vote for me? What? Exploding goats. Fake CNN video claimed Israel targeted Hezbollah with bizarre new strategy. Online rumor about exploding goats. On a fresh wave of violence in the Middle East. Weird world. Oh, Jesus. So Nuance Bro is saying, wow, even Dana Bash. Let's see what Dana Bash is doing.
An hour argument on each side of it. And you guys made a very conscious decision not to fact check. And your logic is, and I could give an hour argument on each side of that. Look, that's not our job. That's the other candidate's job. I'm just curious, what went into that decision?
What was that? That was kind of the primary motivation of staying out of it, and also going on precedent. You talk about 1960, that was the first televised debate. And really since then, there was one instance where there was a fact check and it didn't go well. And we just made a decision that we were, just as we didn't do in primary debates, because this is the first general
Right.
election debate I've been involved in, and that CNN has been involved in, because it was always the Presidential Debate Commission, which is now pretty much defunct. But even in the primary debates, we said it's up to the candidates, because if it's an interview, like you just discussed with JD Vance, then I'm the person responsible for fact checking. A town hall, when it's you and the candidate and then voters who are there, you're the person in sort of the driver's seat. But we decided just to be traditional. And like you said, you can make an argument for an hour on either side of that. And ABC made a different choice.
Yeah.
They decided that clearly, and I was not in their meetings, and I haven't talked to them.
And so that's why Nuance Bro is like, even Dana Bash is like, okay, we want some semblance, even though these people live in a world that is so removed from the reality that we live in, there's still some semblance of like, well, we want this to be fair. Now, is she just saying that? Maybe. But the fact that she is just saying that, if she's just saying it, is more than you know, a lot of other people would say. But he said 1984 had a book called Theory of Oligarchical Collectivism. I think Javier, the real God King, knows it. I think so.
Them since, but it seems as an observer that they made a decision that Donald Trump is a unique character in American politics, and he uniquely lies, and that even though Kamala Harris was clearly prepared to call him out on that, they thought that it was their job to do it as well. And like I said, you can make an argument for that also, but I do journalistically, it's keeping an even hand as much as you can, understanding that you're not dealing with two of the same individuals.
Yeah, and so you can see her struggling to call out her colleagues or constituents, you know, calling out other people in her industry that are supposed to be on the same side when they're not supposed to be on a side. They're supposed to be the objective journalists. Again, even if it's just lip service, at least she's willing to say it. All right, Obama's Common Core was the final nail in the coffin for public education. This is how they teach math now. I don't know.
1 + 4 is 5.
I don't know if
When I was in school, Lucas, all we did add here. So this is going to be 13. I carry the 1.
6.
And I'll go 1 + 4 is 5 + 1 is 6.
Okay,
that's my answer.
Math.
Learn how you show how it's actually done.
How it's actually done. Okay.
These are the 10s and that's the 1s.
Okay.
4 10s and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's...
And then 7 1s. And
okay.
then 1 more 10.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
6.
This is literally counting on your fingers.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is not teaching. This is not teaching math. This is teaching counting. Counting is not math. Shout out to Ayush Gupta. Welcome to the party. Not too much. I'm trying out a new format where, you know, maybe if I don't have something to talk about, or I don't have a lot of time or something, then, you know, we'll just take to Twitter and see what is going on and react to whatever we see. Especially since, you know, I'm not a news guy. This is a great opportunity to see what and talk about stuff that's going on right now. Welcome. Zippy says new math theory is stupid. Memorization is better, at least for basic addition and subtraction. Yes, definitely. And I would argue that, you know, memorizing your times tables is a good good too. But this is literally just counting on your fingers. But instead of your fingers, you're just putting a dot for each finger.
11, 12.
And it takes way longer.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Now you just have a new but now you just have a new problem. You had a 2-digit number plus a 2-digit number. You did all of that work, and all you came up with is a new 2-digit plus 2-digit equation.
This wants to be with its friends, so it goes up to 50 and then it counts one more up, so it will make 63. That's how you do it.
Okay, times have definitely changed. When I was in school,
Wild. That is wild. I knew Common Core was bad. I'm a little taken aback. I am definitely taken aback. Libby says, well, memorization gets you started on understanding math. A good teaching will show you how memorization can be implemented in equations. Yeah, I think in general, when it comes to just rote memorization, that's not, we usually shit on, just rote memorization. But like, if that's all you're doing, then yeah, I agree. Like, especially like with history and just studying the memorizing the dates and the times just to take the test and whatever. I definitely understand that that's not a good way to go about things. But math is a little bit different. Math is a little bit different in the sense that you do want to have certain things memorized so that, like Zippy is saying, that you don't have to break apart every little aspect of of every digit in order to count it on your fingers, except putting dots on the thing. It's, as Gabe says, insane. Ayush said Vivek's town hall in Springfield was a good time for Charlie, and Vivek's visit to the college where the chick shows her nip get them banned. Fun times. Yeah, we watched that just before, and I don't know. I'm not sure, because what happened was I saw the video on TikTok and they had edited it so that, they cut it off. And so like she was up here and Charlie was on the bottom half. So I didn't see that part, or I don't know if they cut out the part where they did it or whatever, but I'd seen that. And then I saw a different video with a different girl who was asking a very different question. And I got it mixed up in my head. So when I was seeing these pictures going around, I was like, did I really just not see a titty on my screen? But yeah. She's gooning for 5 minutes of fame. Yeah. Aren't they all? Aren't they all? Aren't they all? It's a good weekend for Marvel and DC fans. What are you watching? Well, I did watch Agatha. We'll leave it there. Steve McRae said trans women are men. Period. Comments are staying on, and I am happy to defend my views on this. All right, let's see what they got for them. How many sexes are there, and how do you make the determination? There are 2 sexes. Males produce small gametes, and females produce large gametes. How about people that do not produce gametes at all? What about them? Accidental properties are irrelevant. A human is bipedal. If a person is born without legs, are they not human? Yeah. Same old arguments. So Ayush said, also Jubilee did a thing of Converse. Oh yeah. We brought it up. We brought up a clip before, and it's just Jubilee. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna. We're not gonna be able to make it through it. So it ain't worth it. They say openly that they want people to share and react to their videos, and then you do it, and then they claim it. So I don't know. Oh Jesus! What is queer housing? What is queer housing?
I very much understand their importance, but do we have to do the land acknowledgement thing every time I have a hookup over? Really sympathize with the fact that any argument reminds you of your trauma caused by your parents' divorce. It just has really been limiting the TV shows I can watch. Can I maybe just like turn the volume down during those scenes? Just between you and me, I'm not sure what a pro shipper is, but is it really bad enough that we have to stop inviting Evan over?
Think about all of these things that you don't even really know what they're talking about. You're goddamn right, Ayush. You're goddamn right. Because the lefties that cover it, they never get claimed. You see lefties covering Jubilee all the time. But yeah, think about all this stuff that this dude is worried about. This thing, I don't know who the fuck you are. This person is worried about all of these things, living in a queer household, having why? Why are you making yourself mad about things? You can just not. Because being mad about it isn't helping anybody. It's just virtue signaling that you know about this and you're such a good person for being mad. Wow, I missed this one. Memorization is what got us to the moon. So they say. So they say. All right, let's go a few more, and then I'm going to trying to make sure this is okay. I don't know. So Panda Mom said, "What you see on did I click on the right one? It doesn't make it any better. Come on." So on the Trump, on the top, you can see Trump, keep America great. What you see on your lawn, what I see on your lawn, racist lives here. Britain's like, where can I get the bottom sign? Based. That's what you got to do. Just lean into it. Lean into it. You know that you're not racist, or maybe you are. I mean, then that's on you. But you know that you're not racist. So them calling you racist doesn't make you racist. Just lean into it. Just lean into it. You've said 40 plus years on Earth and never been offended once. You've never been offended once. I'm sure you've been offended once. I'm sure you didn't cry about it on Twitter, but you've definitely been offended by something at some point. Come on, man. So you were totally fine with the Bud Light thing. You were totally fine with Target and the tuck bathing suits. You're totally fine with the whatever it was at the Olympics that I didn't really care about, that a lot of people cared about. None of that. None of that. If you say so. If you say so. Ooh, video of Diddy having 15-year-old Justin Bieber stuttering when he asked why they don't hang out more.
To hang out.
Well, I mean,
everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean,
15 years old.
I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so. Right. Okay. My number?
Yeah. Everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything.
Creepy. Did he do it? He did. He did. Dave said, I don't agree with it, but it doesn't offend me. Yeah, there you go. So I'm offended by censorship. There's a lot of things that offend me. But I think that there's a difference between feeling offended and needing to broadcast your offense. I'm offended by people coming here to this country when my parents had to come here the right way, and did so, and were able to provide me with a great life. And then other people are just trying to. That offends me. Again, am I crying about it? I mean, I'm yelling about it sometimes, but I'm not crying about it. I'm not out here. But it's definitely offensive. I mean, let's not pretend that everything's cool. Kevin Hart closed all his restaurants after finding. Kevin Hart closed all his restaurants after finding out about Diddy's arrest. Do you think he's involved? That's sus. How would you fix Kamala? How would you fix inflation? Shout out to Talk to her and the fucking image of her with Kim Jong-il. Can you imagine? What the fuck? Yeah. Good luck, buddy. Oh God, we got another lefty meme. Call me silly, but sticking your penis in another man's butthole does not merit a special flag or a month-long celebration. Oh, it's from the right, because it's concise and it's funny. All right, let's get one more. Somebody begging for help on the internet. Fake or real? Fake or real? Let's do a poll. We'll close up on this. Don't hit it until you so actually, is this real? So I'm not even gonna put the poll up until we watch it, because I know a bunch of you are immediately just going to say yes. So let's see. And if you would like to help this person, they have their Venmo, their PayPal, and their GoFundMe. Imagine that.
God, I hate asking the internet for help, but please, I need your help. I had to move out of my studio because my landlord was harassing me. My cat was getting tased, and then he stole all of my money. And the only reason why I moved there was because I had to evacuate because the wrong side of the internet literally hunted me down because of anti-trans stuff. Like, oh,
people are hunting you down because of anti-trans stuff. What?
It literally hunted me down because of anti-trans stuff. Like, oh God. I tried to help a loved one out of a domestic violence situation this summer, and I literally lost everything. I lost everything, including...
Well, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Shout out to Dr. Evil Genius from the Talking Shit podcast. Welcome to the party. He said, oh, politely decline. Good to see you, brother. Good to see ya. Let me drop the link if you want to come on up. I was just hanging out for a little bit. I didn't want to get into anything too deep, and I was like, let's try a new thing where we just scroll through Twitter and see what's good. I'm calling Cap. I think I am too.
My own domestic violence situation this summer, and I literally lost everything. I lost everything, including my own sanity. I feel like my brain is broken. I feel like
Zippy, I think you're spot on. It sounds like they moved into a trans group home and no one was managing the money. So this combined with the other video of the person being like, talking about the land acknowledgements and every time we come over and this, that. Queer housing, as they call it, seems like a lot of trouble that doesn't get you anywhere. It's just like, make sure you can fake cry. Otherwise, you look like you're whining while taking a hard poop.
my heart is broken. I feel like everything in me is breaking. My body is falling apart and I can't afford the doctor's appointments to get the scans that I need.
Did you not think that would be something relevant to your life when you started on this journey? And if not, then I guess that is exactly the condemnation of this industry that we're talking about. Clearly, you're on some kind of hormonal something. So some doctor signed off on you being able to do this, and now you can't afford it. It's almost like we warned you.
They found a variation on my spine, and I can't get the follow-up scans to figure out what it is. I can't afford any of my medication, including my inhaler. Every time I feel like I have solid ground to stand on, it's quicksand. I can't sleep.
And I mean, okay, if there's legitimate issues with things like inhalers and stuff like that, I can definitely commiserate with that. I'm not going to stand here and be like, no, that's bullshit. The medical system is perfectly fine. Okay, maybe, but you don't get to a place where you're crying and begging for money on the internet if you've not made a cascade of failures. It just doesn't happen. Because I've seen kids get together and move into a home they're paying for, but 20-year-olds, man. Well, I mean, how many of us that were in college had roommates while we were in college and did fine? It's not about being 20. It's about being fucking insane. It's about being so obsessed with so many things that don't matter that you let things like paying for things and the reality of your medical choices just are kind of, off to the side. Dr. Virginia said, so much crying, so much dry skin on the face and in the tear ducts. Let's take a really close look. Let's see. Don't see any tears. I don't see any tears.
Quicksand. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I just pray all the time for a miracle. I can't live like this anymore, and I can't get out of this on my own, and I don't know how to get out of this hole that
I would love to know what you do for a living. Aslan T. Bird, aka Birdie Blossom. I would love to know what. Actually, you know what? It's not going to be there. All right. I was going to say, I actually want to go to the GoFundMe and actually see what it says. What is the actual story here?
I'm in. I can't do this anymore. I
we got some moisture. We got some, I mean, if you just, then you'll get a little bit of redness and moisture, but let's see.
Like, my faith in God is impermeable, but my faith in humanity is being lost. At least I have this car. I spent almost all of the money I have left getting this car so that at least we have a place to go. I'm tired of breaking down and I can't stop crying. And please check out my GoFundMe. Please check out my shop. Please donate mutual aid to my account. Please, I just need help. Thank you.
I disagree.
God, I hate
Doctor. What the fuck was that?
I just need help. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh my God. I okay, maybe it doesn't look like dude's on hormone therapy, but certainly sounds like it. In the voice, this is not an average male voice.
I can't live like this anymore. And
plot twist. This was born a female. I'm speculating.
Can't get out of this on my own, and I don't know how to get out of this hole that I'm in. I can't do this anymore. I don't know what to do. Like, my faith in God is impermeable, but my faith in humanity is being lost.
I'm trying to look. I wouldn't be surprised if this was born a female. And he just said, "Don't involve God in your mess." Well, all he said was, "My faith in God is impermeable." Why is that offensive? The scamming is gross. It's gross. Haram. This is the world we are living in. And then, Hazel Lapierre. Does this story seem fake to anyone else? Sorry. He has a standard gay list where they imitate the female voice. Yeah, but there's a crackle. There's a crackle that it's not just the tonality, it's the pitch. And I don't know exactly what it is, but it's a sound. And I could be wrong. I'm no pro on transes, but I would not be surprised if that was born a female. What do we got here? The gay Republican said, "I'm a member of Gays Against Groomers, not because I hate my fellow gays, but because I hate this. Whether you're gay, straight, gay or straight, sexualizing children is wrong." Let's see what. Oh no! I don't even want. Nope. I don't even want that on here. I don't even want that on here. If you went to the school in the 70s or 90s, how many kids did you know with gender dysphoria? Actually, one. I did know one. I think. Yeah, I did know one. There was one. Hey, yo, shout out to the Punchcast. Welcome. Good to see you. How you been, brother? Dr. Evil said the crackle is from the stress of constantly trying to force a voice that isn't natural. I don't know if that's a joke. But I wouldn't be surprised if it either way. I don't know. What makes you say that? Because even taking it out of the context of trans stuff, if you are doing something with your voice constantly, then the chances that unless you're straining really hard, which I don't think that, like, I can talk like this, like oh my God, like that's not the same as, like, for example, a metal band, somebody screaming the wrong way and hurting their voice because they're not using their diaphragm, they're using their throat. That I could definitely agree with, but I don't know, that hormone shit will fuck you up. Oh, you're saying you didn't know a single one. Gotcha. Dietrich said, I like Mike Harlow's take on LGBTQ not being a community, but straight up abuse. Hell yes. Shout out to Mike Harlow, big friend of the channel. And I think I'm going to be on his channel soon. I got to hit him up. But yeah, not a single one. There was one in my school, but they were fucking weird. But even though they were weird, guess what? They still had a group of friends. They still lived a normal life, and it wasn't a huge part of this person's personality. That is how you can tell, because the whole idea of gender dysphoria is that you want to not stick out. You want to fit in. Zippy said Kamala changes her accent all the time. She does not know what her voice is. Oh, we're not talking about Harris? We definitely could be. Put a 1 in the chat if you've not seen the Mexican Kamala Harris. If you've not seen the Mexican Kamala Harris, put a 1 in the chat. Did you say you made a sexy woman lunch? That was my gay voice. That wasn't even my sultry woman voice. You'd be like, hey, Dietrich. Oh, my God. What we got here? The white man spent the day helping clean up another yard for free in a black community. What did he receive? A black neighbor threatened his life. If this is SB mowing, oh, okay, we got a 1, so we got a detour. Right quick. Check it out, Kamala.
Amazing little Spanish accent because she sat down with the Congressional Hispanic Caucus at their leadership event. That was today. And I just want you to hear this little accent.
Oh, it's good to see so many friends. I love you back.
I love you back. I love you back. I love you back.
I love you back. It's so hard. You know me, I come from a country that I love you back. Te amo mucho. Soy Candice. You can call me Candice.
I want to run because I want to do this. I think it would be so fun for me to just like adopt on and just play dress up and different characters. I'd be like, I love you, bitty bitty bum bum, a bitty bitty bum.
I think I would be a fantastic candidate for a campaign like that because I could play if I shave. I definitely could play a trans woman. Well, yeah, trans woman. If I could play Hispanic, I could play Indian. I could probably pull off black. I would have to change my hair, but I think if I got cornrows, I definitely could pass as black to liberal, not to normal people, but to liberal.
Bum bum, como la flor. If I'm like in front of the Mexicans, like doing whatever, a little bit of aventura. What do you guys want? Who do you want me to be today? Because I'm going to run for president just to do this, to be a different person every single day. I'm going to be Indian some days. I'm going to be black some days. And sometimes te amo mucho, oh baby. She's just amazing. And she somehow managed to, at that same event, remind people that she's in these streets. Take a listen.
In fact, recently I was in Nevada. I'm in these streets. Let me tell you, I'm everywhere.
She's just amazing.
Same reaction.
And they laugh. They eat it up. They're like, oh my God, you're so great. You're in these streets. Something she never said ever before she decided to run, or rather when she was inserted to run for president in Joe Biden.
Yikes. Like people said, I could play a manual transmission. Not the flex you thought it was. Oof. Yeah, well, I am Jamaican. I'm actually for real Jamaican, like legitimately. The accent, like my most of my mom's family born and raised in Jamaica. Most of them now live in Florida, and when we go and visit them, or like they came to visit for my sister's wedding, my mom's voice will change, and my dad's too, because he's from Trinidad and Tobago, similar, Caribbean accent, not exactly the same, but close enough, especially if you're white. They fall right back into it, man. Like, what you doing over there? Come bring it. Wild. It's revertigo. They call it revertigo, according to How I Met Your Mother. All right. So if this is SB mowing, then you should definitely seek them out and follow them. But we will end here unless you guys want to keep going. Let's see it.
Remember from a couple weeks ago, Frank came up and asked if I would edge his front yard for him. Now, I wasn't able to get to his house that day, but I did not forget about Mr. Frank. I'm so glad he asked for some help because we were really able to make some improvements for his house.
Damn. Talk about overgrown. Yeah. So I don't know if this is the same company, SB Mowing, but this is one of the specific the West Indian Jesus, bro. Oh, where were you 2 years ago? That would have been amazing. Oh, no. That's brilliant. Fuck. Damn it. The West Indian Jesus. That flows off the tongue. God damn it. Too late now. Too late now. I used to, did you see Oprah and Kamala cringe? I saw some clips, but again, like when it comes to her, I'm so not expecting that she's going to actually say anything that I will assume that she hasn't, and that if she did say anything, then the lefty channels that I follow will report on that. It's just so I cannot make. It's her voice is so grating. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. Yeah, but oh well. So again, yeah, SB Mowing does the same kind of thing. Well, they'll find overgrown homes and just kind of do it, and they do the time lapse, and I love it. I love it.
For his house.
It looks so cool. Just before and after. Again, guys, this is our last video. If you'd like to keep the party raging.
Oh, thanks.
No, I didn't appreciate that at all. Leaving your garbage across the street.
Oh, I was coming back the next day. I told.
You know what? That's how people get up.
I told the neighbor I was bringing it back.
You don't have to do that. Okay. Don't do that. I'm telling you, that's how you cause problems in the neighborhood, and people like you, something happened to you bad, man. Don't do that to me again.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't appreciate that. I didn't appreciate that. And you know what? You're a liar.
He's just doing yard work.
This guy was still pretty upset with me. He was filming and telling me he was going to send this video to the police and report me.
Oh, we're not going to get it. If we don't get it before and after.
But he did eventually move on. Apparently, he's calling the police or putting in a police report.
Okay, this is not what I thought. All right, so we'll do one more. We'll do one more because that's not what I thought. We'll do one more because that's not what I thought it was going to be. But if you'd like to keep the party raging, hit me up. Who still wears skinny jeans? I still have my skinny jeans. I don't really wear jeans ever. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to know. What do we got here? Actual Justice Warrior. This would be a good point if this person said keep your politics out of Michael Moore documentary. So the critical drinker. So whether you like or dislike the people who made it, I think this movie, talking about Am I Racist? I think this movie is worth watching all the same, if for no other reason than having the balls to tackle the most contentious subject of our time with different perspectives, surprisingly revealing insights into what's become a highly profitable industry and a hefty dose of irreverent humor. As Jeremy Johns rightly said, the very fact that people are reluctant to even talk about it is exactly why we should be talking about it. Keep your politics off my art. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. But so what is he saying? This would be a good thing if Critical Drinker said keep your politics out of a Michael Moore documentary or something. But there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. If you guys have not seen Am I Racist? I think it is such an important film, even if it's not preachy. It's not like super on the nose. It's just, hey, you're the anti-racist expert. What do you think about this? That's it. There's a little bit of there's a reenactment of like a fight scene. I don't want to give away anything, but there's a reenactment of a fight scene, and Matt Walsh is being funny. But like people are saying, whether or not you agree with the idea, whether you or not you agree with the people, the fact of the matter is, it does tackle the issue in a serious way. It is a funny movie, but it is a legitimate deconstruction. It's a legitimate endeavor of understanding what it is that anti-racism is supposed to be or is doing versus what it's supposed to be doing. I cannot tell you guys enough. I do think it is hilarious, the movie, but I think it's more important than that. Just like when I tell you guys, it doesn't even matter if nobody clicks on the link. You guys sharing this video helps so much because it does it tells YouTube, hey, this person wanted to spread this out to other people. So it doesn't matter if, you don't have a lot of people to spread it out to. YouTube just sees this video as, oh, so maybe you don't have the people to click on the link. Somebody else is going to share, and they're going to have the people to click on the link. And so in the same way, going to see this film, going to show that people are willing to go out and pay for this, going to show that this is a worthy business to show movies like this, to create movies like this. is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you think about racism. You cannot go through this movie and not laugh. It won't happen. I will if you can record yourself, you don't even have to record yourself. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. If you go see this movie in theaters and you not laugh once, I will buy your ticket. I will buy your ticket. If you go see Am I Racist and you do not laugh once, I will pay you for your ticket and your gas money. Go see it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. I really, really appreciate it. I'm going to take the rest of my Saturday to chill the fuck out. Big shout out to Gabe Davis for the $2 super chat. Very, very much appreciated. And, of course, our sponsor of the stream, Texas Bjorn Wrong. Guys, if you have not already hit that subscribe button, please do that and ring the bell so you never miss an Indian Jesus live party. Of course, I am live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern down in the studio. Sometimes whenever I feel like it, here from the bedroom, and whenever else I feel like it. And it is a good time. The pager attack. So I haven't really looked into it yet. I don't know the deal. I was listening to last night's Timcast, and they started talking about it, but I just got home when they were talking about it, and then I hopped on here, so I haven't heard about it yet. Ask me tomorrow. Ask me tomorrow. But thank you, guys. Very, very much appreciated. I'm gonna go watch Blue Ruin and see what's good with this. And once again, Morty, come here. Come here, bud. Come here. Morty, you can't do this at the end of the show. Come on. Once again, this is Morty, and I am your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. Peace.